Anyway, I don't want to say I've totally changed my mind, but I'm leaning towards foul play. And I'll do 2 or 3 uploads because it's impossible to speak and remember every goddamn word. I'm not going to splice together videos and do a big production that takes 4 hours to do it. Okay, I'm going to play this video. Shows them doing the walk around of the Jeep, and it is suspicious. I hate to say it. I have to admit it's suspicious. It's not impossible that he was being chased, and he could have been killed in the wreck. He could have broken his neck, and then he could have been stripped down, and they took him away. I don't know. But let's brainstorm and look at different options. Okay, this molding popped off. It exploded up there all the way from right here. It blasted through this bush, maybe up over. But the impact that blew the airbags did occur there. It didn't occur somewhere else and they kept driving. It did occur there. The broken glass, everything is there. Now here's the clothes. The pants were inside out. Inside out. That's confirmed. Okay, now he had one hand. Now, if you're going to take your pants off, suppose I tie one hand behind my back, take my pants off. I'd undo the belt, step on the legs or something like that. But they were taken off inside out. How could he have done that? Who does that? Who does that? I've never heard of that. I've never done it in my life. And then his material is found here, which suggests it could possibly not have been him that did it, that he was being stripped down. So let's just brainstorm and make it a possibility that he could have been pulled up here and that he could have been being chased. Now remember, there's a person of interest that nobody knows who he is that saw him an hour before, 45 minutes before this happened. The so-called person of mystery, some call him a hunter and some call him federal agent. And he talked to him in Wagner Wash and said, well, he appeared clear-headed to me. Okay, well, other people didn't say that. They said he was hungover, maybe on drugs, whatever, and he did not appear normal. That raises suspicion that the person of mystery, who nobody knows who he is, could be the person that chased him. I feel it's possible that he was being chased and went flying in desperation. Let's look at that as one option. Okay, now the nose of the vehicle is up here, and it was drug up. This is the road area where Farmer Brown, whoever comes along and finds it, and that's where you see all the pictures were taken from, the roadside. But the nose is up here. That suggests he went flying down here, possibly flying down there. And so there's the clothes where he was stripped down. I don't believe he did it. And there's the molding. See that molding? That's highly important molding. It shows that the hit down here underneath that set off the airbags, the impact crunched the whole vehicle, and this molding flew up there. Nobody took it there. It flew up there. This, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Okay, so let's go through the photos. There's the Jeep. That's why it wasn't found. There's a perfect Jeep. And that when he went flying and went down into that ravine, that the wheels, everything hit the gravel in the bottom, and this vehicle, the rear wheels would have been up there. When the airbags went off, they would have been blowing off, doing whatever they do when the rear wheels were up in the sky. It would have been like him going down 45-degree angle and hitting something, and then the airbags go off. Totally different than just driving along and they go off. But why would these bash marks be here in this window here and here? Why bash marks that go inward like somebody threw rocks at it? Okay, the vehicle could have been pilfered and happened upon by people afterwards. and they threw rocks, bashed out the windows. But the one rock up here, this bash mark shows impact damage to the top of the vehicle. Well, suppose people out there, tweakers in their dune buggies, throw rocks, bash out the windows in an abandoned vehicle. They're not going to pick up a 90-pound rock and even bash the molding. No, you just throw it at the goddamn window. This was the only window that was broke. And the top was popped out because of the impact. It has, you make it like a convertible. It's not a sunroof, but you can undo latches and stuff. And the thing is, the impact popped out, blew out one of those panels. Here's the passenger side molding. See right here? That's the passenger side molding that exploded out and flew and landed up on the hillside. There's a vehicle. The molding, you're looking, the molding is up here. There's his vest. And you see the impact really slammed the front bumper and the wheels that dug in. That's flat. That was a hell of an impact. Yeah, it really was. But this shit up here don't make no sense. This here does. That's where it, after the hit, it goes flying up, and he could have rolled it and slid over on the side, which breaks the other mirror, or could have been hitting bushes, or could have hit a goddamn cactus. There's no scratch marks on there like he flew up into the air and it scraped along on the rocks. No, it's just the mirror's broken. He could have hit a cactus. It's possible he was being chased. Possible he was being chased and they took him away. It's not impossible. See here the crunch marks? That was an extreme impact. This side, if it was a rollover and rolled or scraped and then spun around and hit here or whatever, this would be scraped if it hit the ground. There's some marks there. It could have, but this mirror is broken. This I believe to be the airbags. This window is broken. So maybe they tried to bash in the windshield. People that maybe pilfered the vehicle couldn't do it and bashed in this windshield. Maybe Robinson made it out this window, not windshield, this window. Maybe he made it out of there. But they could have encountered him. Okay, we didn't kill him. And pilfered the vehicle and took him out. And, I hate to say it, but if you Google it in, a body is worth more than this vehicle. They didn't take the phone, they didn't take his wallet, they didn't take nothing. And yet this accident, he clearly would have been injured and quite possibly a broken neck, something like that. But no, I think it stinks to high heaven. I think it stinks to high heaven.